When shadow figures start appearing inside your home, it might be time to reconsider living there. Reddit user Bianca5150 set up a security camera, not to catch anything paranormal, but simply to figure out which of her dogs was responsible for damage around the house. One day, she received a motion alert, opened the footage, and saw something she wasn't prepared for. A dark figure briefly passes by. It's subtle, quick, but once you notice it, it's hard to ignore. There's no one supposed to be home. No explanation for the shape or the movement. Most people in the comments told her to leave the house immediately, and honestly, it's hard to argue with that. If the house was truly empty, then this short clip may be one of the clearest shadow figure captures caught on home security. What's your take? Trick of the light, or something else entirely? If that shadow figure at home wasn't unsettling enough, what Jeremy encountered next might just take things to another level, inside a place already known for its dark, haunted past. Ghost hunter Jeremy Pollard uploaded this clip to YouTube over 5 years ago after investigating one of Pennsylvania's oldest and most haunted locations, the Franklin County Old Jail. Located in Chambersburg and built in the early 1800s, the jail operated for over 150 years before being shut down. But many believe its history never fully left. Visitors have reported eerie voices, footsteps, slamming doors, and more. Jeremy spent the night inside, and according to his description, strange things started happening fast. Disembodied whistling, unexplained door movements, and an overwhelming feeling that they weren't alone. But the most compelling moment wasn't even noticed right away. It was a viewer who later spotted what might be the clearest piece of evidence from the entire night.
That was down there, though. I heard. Look at that. That's good.
Did you see the old rocking horse in there?
No, what I see.
Did you hear that?
I heard that too.
There was a whistle.
I heard a whistle.
You didn't just whistle.
No.
As Jeremy scans the dark hallway with his flashlight, something odd happens. Just for a second, a dark shape appears, briefly illuminated inside one of the old cells. At first glance, it's easy to miss, but on closer inspection, it seems to resemble the silhouette of a human figure, rising against the back wall. Jeremy later described it as a shadow figure, and watching it in slow motion, you can see why. When the light first hits the wall, there's nothing there. The only object in view is a still item resting on the bed. Yet as the flashlight pans across again, the dark shape appears and seems to move. Could this be a lingering spirit from the jail's past? A visual trick caused by the light? Or something else entirely? Jeremy believes it was a shadow figure. But in the end, that's up to you. From shadowy figures trapped behind old jail bars, to something far more unsettling, wandering freely in the open. Because what these two friends saw outside their window wasn't caught in some historic building or haunted cell. It was right across the street, in a graveyard, and it felt anything but ordinary. Two friends were looking out their window late in the evening when something unusual caught their attention. A lone figure, dressed entirely in white, was silently moving through the graveyard across the street. She was barefoot, with her head down, completely unfazed by their voices calling out to her.
Hey, what you doing, girl? Yo, that is creepy as... What the f***? What happened? What the f*** is she doing? Why is she touching other people's graves?
Even when they tried to get her attention, she gave no reaction. It was as if she didn't even hear them. But then, she slowly turned and began walking toward their house. The mood instantly shifted. One of the friends nervously joked that now she knew where they lived. Another shouted that she was scaring him. Still, she never looked up, never acknowledged them, just wandered off again, completely lost in her own world.
I'm holding this camera until she come out from behind that tombstone.
Yo, she's not coming back.
She's gone. Where the f did she go? We watched her walk behind the tombstone and she's gone.
That's when it got even stranger. She reached the back of the cemetery, spun around a few times in place, and then disappeared behind a tall gravestone. They expected her to reappear any second, but she never did. They kept filming, waiting for another glimpse. Nothing. Did she simply sit down out of view? Maybe. Or maybe she vanished for real. They never saw her again. Whether it was a wandering spirit or just someone with a strange connection to graveyards, one thing is certain: this was no ordinary late-night sighting. Would you have dared to call out to her? Or would you have stayed quiet and watched what happened next? That late-night graveyard sighting was strange enough, but sometimes you don't need to look outside to find something unsettling. Sometimes it's already in your home. Bay Rose is convinced that something isn't right in his home, and according to him, this video captures the clearest proof yet. For reasons he can't explain, his small dog TJ is constantly drawn to one specific corner of the bedroom. There's nothing there, just some old suitcases, barely noticeable in the frame. But TJ remains focused, growing softly, unwilling to look away. Eventually, the dog shifts. He starts following something across the room, something we can't see. His head moves with purpose, as if tracking a presence invisible to the camera and to Bay Rose himself. What TJ sensed exactly is impossible to say, but his behavior was undeniably strange. And for those who believe in spiritual energy, this moment might point to something that once happened here, something that never fully left. So what do you think TJ was reacting to? Let us know in the comments below. While TJ may have sensed something invisible, the next case offers something you can't ignore. A photo. No barking, no motion, just a frozen moment reportedly taken in Gary, Indiana. It appears to show a shadowy figure standing silently in the doorway of a long-abandoned, fire-damaged home. At first glance, it could be a trick of the light, a burn mark on the wall. But look again, and you'll see it. The outline, the stance, the suggestion of someone, or something, still there. Locals believe this place has a history. Some say it's been the site of multiple unexplained fires. Others claim it's cursed. But whatever the truth is, this photo hit a nerve. One comment simply reads, "I live next to Gary, Indiana, and this isn't the first time something paranormal happened in that town." When others asked for more, what else had happened, what they meant, there was no answer. No follow-up. Just silence. As if the person had already said too much. As if whatever's out there doesn't want the story told. If that shadow in Gary left you uneasy, this next one might leave you scratching your head. "I saw a light anomaly," writes Francisco Escamilla after uploading this bizarre ring cam recording to his YouTube channel. He has no idea what it was, and he's looking for answers. So let's take a closer look. Just as a strange, glowing object floats silently across the frame, Francisco's dog begins barking wildly. The neighborhood is quiet. There's no one else around. And the dog doesn't seem to have anything else to react to, except whatever that thing was. Some believe this could be paranormal. The way the orb drifts, slow and smooth, doesn't look like your typical insect or reflection. It seems intentional, measured. But others argue it's just a bug, crawling close to the lens and catching the porch light just right, creating that ghostly effect. Still, the timing is hard to ignore. The dog's reaction, the motion of the orb, it lines up a little too perfectly. So what do you think? Glitch or light? Curious insect? Or something else entirely? And just when you think these strange events are limited to quiet neighborhoods and front porches, think again. Because the next encounter takes us deep into a place built for the dead, where something was caught on camera that even seasoned ghost hunters are struggling to explain. Donnie and Tony have teamed up to create Downton Paranormal, a ghost hunting channel that dives into some of the creepiest, most unexplained places they can find. This time, they're exploring a cemetery only known as the Labyrinth. Its exact location? Still a mystery. But what they captured here may just follow them for the rest of their lives.
Don't pull in. Come here.
Watch closely near the far doorway. A tall, human-shaped figure suddenly appears, blocking the top of the stairs. It doesn't move, doesn't react. But the moment they get too close, it vanishes without a trace. They didn't notice it at the moment. It was only later, while reviewing the footage, that they realized what they had caught. The shadow has no clear source, no person, no light trick. It simply shouldn't be there. Some say it's one of the clearest shadow figure captures in recent years. Others believe it's a trick of the eye. But either way, would you have the nerve to walk up to that doorway, knowing what might be on the other side? Because as for Downton Paranormal, they're still deciding whether they'll ever return. And while some shadowy figures vanish without a trace, others seem determined to make their presence known. This unsettling video was uploaded to the Portuguese YouTube channel Woutco, and it's been creeping viewers out ever since. According to the uploader, the man in the clip lives alone. But on this particular night, he was suddenly awakened by the eerie sound of a woman laughing somewhere in the darkness of his home. Startled, he grabs a flashlight from his bedside table and switches it on. The cackling continues, echoing through the room. As he shines the light toward his wardrobe, something unexpected happens. A pale hand appears, slowly reaching out from within. He rushes over to check, but no one is there. Then, just as he's looking inside, a door slams shut behind him. He spins around, but the hallway is empty. That's when another sound breaks the silence, this time a high-pitched scream. Uneasy but determined, he approaches the doorway and peers into the hallway. And that's when he sees it. A face, faint but unmistakable, watching him from around the corner at the far end of the hall. Frightened, he slowly backs away. Then the video cuts out. Viewers were quick to label the clip as evidence of a haunting, with many claiming that something malevolent may be inside this man's home. But what do you think? Could this be a real paranormal encounter? Or is there a more logical explanation hiding in the shadows? Escaping the city's hustle and bustle, many seek peace in the countryside. But with that solitude comes a darker truth. When something goes wrong in the wilderness, help can feel impossibly far away. Back in October 2006, a YouTube user named Paul Sparrow experienced this isolation firsthand. Drawn into the eerie woods behind his home, Paul brought along a borrowed night shot camera. hoping to catch a glimpse of a ghost rumored to haunt the area. What he ended up capturing is still debated to this day.
Where's it gone? There was something there. Sure, I saw something. Where is it? It was around here somewhere. It was here somewhere, but it's gone. Oh, I don't know where it is.
Did you catch it? A ghostly figure seems to pass directly in front of the camera, white, translucent, and fast. Paul immediately reacts and searches the area, but finds no one. The forest is empty. Even though the video was uploaded more than 16 years ago, the footage continues to unnerve viewers. Many believe Paul captured something real, a spirit caught on camera. Even Paul calls it a spooky woodland ghost. But what do you think? Was this truly a ghostly encounter, or just a trick of the light? Let us know in the comments. From shadowy figures and forest spirits to eerie faces hidden in plain sight, the unknown can take many forms. And this next clip is unsettling, to say the least. Originally uploaded to the X, formerly Twitter account Conspiration ESP, it shows something that's hard to explain. A large moth, already eerie in its own right, appears to have a haunting image on its back. Some say it resembles the face of Valak, the demonic nun from the horror film The Nun. And here's the disturbing part. The longer you watch, the more it seems like the face is moving, opening its mouth wider, as if reacting to being watched. Could this just be a strange natural pattern? An optical illusion? Or is something more sinister manifesting before our eyes? Let us know what you think in the comments. From strange patterns on a moth's wings to unexplained lights drifting through an old farmhouse, paranormal activity can show up in the most unexpected ways. And whether it's a trick of the light or something far more chilling, one thing's for sure. Some places seem to carry a presence that refuses to be ignored.
I'm still hearing voices.
2 years ago, Reddit user QuimboSlice20 uploaded a chilling series of clips that quickly caught the attention of the paranormal community. According to the user, the footage was captured inside their aunt's home in rural Iowa, a house built in the 1860s and one they'd always believed was haunted. During a recent visit, they were jolted awake around 2:30 a.m. by the sound of voices. Unnerved, they grabbed their phone and started recording.
I'm still hearing voices. Jesus Christ. I'm out of here. Nope.
In the footage, orbs, often associated with spiritual energy, can be seen drifting across the screen in nearly every clip.
You're knocking again.
Whatever was going on, it became intense enough that the user ended up sleeping in their car for the rest of the night. They later shared how relieved they were to finally capture something on camera, even if not everyone would believe it. So, what do you think? Is this just dust and imagination, or is something truly haunting this 160-year-old home? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. But this wasn't the only house where something unexplained seemed to take hold. YouTuber Lloyd's House of Horrors believes something strange is happening in his home and claims his own children may have seen a ghost.
Hello guys, I'm here with my kids, and I'm in the room, and they called me and told me that they seen something. Where did you see it, Nia? What? Where, in the washroom? What, you gotta show me?
Yeah.
Okay, come show me this, huh?
In this clip, one of his kids leads him toward the washroom after reporting something unusual.
And here.
Okay, show me. Oh, holy! Nazir! Nazir!
But as they approach, the bathroom door suddenly slams shut, seemingly trapping his son inside.
The washing stuff. Look at there is clown.
On closer inspection, the door appears to rebound slightly when pushed open again. Some viewers claim to see a shape or figure behind it, just for a moment. Whether it was a spirit, a person, or simply a mechanical fluke is hard to say. But one thing's clear, something about this moment unsettled both Lloyd and his audience. What do you think it was? And while that encounter left people with questions, this last one raised just as many. A man in India claims his home CCTV camera captured something unusual. A flying ghost, caught on video in the middle of the night. In the distance, a pure white object briefly appears, poking out from the tree line. It's fast, it's bright, and it doesn't stick around long. The footage is low resolution and grainy, making it hard to draw any firm conclusions. Some viewers think it could be a flashlight beam or a small animal reflecting light. Others believe it's something more unexplained. As for the uploader, he's convinced it wasn't a trick of the camera. But with no additional angles or context, it's impossible to say for sure. What do you think? Something paranormal? Or something easily explained? Now, that was all for today, folks. If you enjoyed these horrifying clips, subscribe to my channel and click to see more on the video on screen.